Picture this. I was driving down the interstate the other day, minding my own business in my Peterbilt dump truck, when I saw those dreaded signs approaching. All commercial vehicles must stop at weigh station. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'd had a long day, and the thought of pulling into that scale just made me sigh. You know how sometimes you make those split-second decisions that you immediately regret? Well, I made one of those. I thought to myself, you know what? I'm just gonna keep rolling. Bad idea, really bad idea. Not even 2 minutes later, I see those red and blue lights flashing in my mirror. My heart sinks to my stomach. A highway patrol officer pulls me over. And let me tell you, these officers don't exactly love it when truckers skip the scales. The officer walks up to my cab, and I'm already preparing my best "I'm so sorry" face. But here's where it gets interesting. As he approaches, he's got this look on his face. You know, that "I've heard every excuse in the book" expression. I roll down my window, and before he can say anything, I blurt out, "Officer, I know I messed up, but would you believe my truck is actually afraid of scales? It's got weight issues." The officer just stands there for a moment, trying his hardest not to crack a smile. Then he says, "Sir, that's the most creative excuse I've heard all week. Unfortunately, your truck needs to face its fears." We both ended up laughing, but let me tell you, that ticket wasn't funny at all. The officer even said, "Next time your truck might want to consider therapy for its scale anxiety. It'll be cheaper than these fines." So there I was, sitting in my truck with a hefty fine, learning my lesson the hard way. But you know what's the real kicker? The time I saved by skipping the scale, I ended up losing twice as much dealing with the traffic stop. Let me tell you, nowadays when I see those weigh station signs, I'm the first one pulling in. Because sometimes the long way is actually the short way. And trying to outsmart the system usually means the system ends up outsmarting you. And now, whenever I pass that stretch of highway, I can't help but chuckle at my failed attempt to be clever. Sometimes the best stories come from our not-so-proud moments, right? At least I got a good story out of it, even if it did cost me a few $100 to learn that lesson.